So a lot of people are in a place where they think that, oh, I don't think this season will ever pass. Listen, there won't be a testimony without trials. There won't be a thank you without something being done. Okay, so if God is taking you through a season of waiting, like you're waiting for something, or you're going through some kind of pain, or you're ill and you're waiting for his healing, it can be just anything. There's a lot of, God deals with every one of us differently. So you can be in any kind of, those seasons that are not really sweet, they're kind of bitter per se. One thing that I can tell you for sure is that those seasons always end up birthing a much more better you. You see, like I said, there won't be a thank you without something being done. I mean, there are different ways that we appreciate something being done to us. For example, if I need, let's say that I need a new phone, for example, and my choice phone is, like, let's say I need an iPhone 14 Pro Max, and let's say somebody gets me, or let's say my husband, for example, he buys me a 13 Pro Max. That I'll be grateful, like, okay, I actually got a phone, it's after all a good phone after all. So I'll be grateful. I'll be like, okay, thank you, baby, and all that. But if he actually got me the 14 Pro Max, that the excitement I'm going to be having towards the 13 Pro Max and the 14 Pro Max are going to differ. See, we are human beings, and that's normal, right? Let's not lie. Let us not tell lies, okay? Because we are not supposed to be telling lies. The excitement, yes, you're going to be excited about what you just received, but guess what? If you got exactly what you wanted, you're going to be much more excited, like, whoa, things like that. But how about you got a 15 Pro Max? You see, the excitement is going to be something. The excitement is going to be something extremely different, right? That brings me to what I'm talking about. If you are waiting on God to do something, listen, there's one thing that is for sure about our Father. If you're waiting for healing, he's not just going to heal you. He's going to make sure that you stay healed. So healing is a process. Listen, there's one thing I usually say to people, and sometimes they marvel. I tell them that healing is not a pump, 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 out thing. It's a process. It is a process. So all this magic you see people doing in the churches, I'm sorry, it's not real. Like, it's not like as if miracle can just happen overnight or right away or something. Yes, it does in some situations, but they are rare. However, if God heals you and you did not learn from what he's teaching you, you go back to what made you sick. So it's always best when we get healed from the inside. Like, it's a process. This is what I've come to know, like what I've come to learn. It is a process. He takes you through a process where when he's done healing you, you're going to stay healed. Like, you're going to remain in your healing. You're not going to go back to what made you sick. So that is the kind of miracle that is about to happen in your life. Do not ever give up, because I know that it's not easy to say, oh, how do I, I'm so down, the healing is not coming. It is coming because you have your faith in God, and God is not a liar. If he says he's going to heal you, then he'll heal you. Now, just look around you, look at, visionize things that are around you, things that are happening around you, the way things are ongoing around you, and see that if God wanted you dead by now, it should have been long gone. But this process is going to keep you healed. It's going to birth a better version of whom you've been. So the best thing for you to do is to begin to thank God, because healing is coming. Because whatever you asked for, according to his will, according to his plans, because if you don't ask for according to his will, you might not get what you're asking for. His answer might be, you don't need it. All right. And okay, that brings me to, where people say, okay, how do I even know that I'm asking according to the will of God? Now, this is where you need to study the word of God. Like, you need to study to show yourself approved. Now, what you're asking for, how do you know it is his will? His word says that he sent his word to heal our disease. By his stripes we are healed. This means that when you are sick, God can heal you. He wants you to be healed because he does not want you to be in a place where you cannot give your best, into the world that you are existing on. So of course he wants you to be healed. So when you pray according to his will, when you pray via his words, you have to align your prayers with his word. When you pray according to his will, be sure that you're going to be healed. That house you're asking for, is it the will of God for you to get a house? He's gonna give you houses you did not build and feel that you did not plan. You're asking according to his will. Now, that husband you're asking for, the wife you're asking for, is it God's will? Yes, he said that one shall chase 1,000 and two shall chase 10,000. That means he wants us to have husbands and wives. So when you look at these things now, this is an idea on how to see if you're actually asking according to the will of God. Check yourself, check your heart. Do you really want to get that car because you want to show the world that you have the latest car? You want to live in this mansion because you want your haters to see that you're not living in a mansion? Now, if that is what you're asking for, I tell you, you're not asking according to his will. But if you feel that, okay, Father, I need this, like this one thing I want to tell you guys, a very short story. Like, it's not a story, it's like something that has become the normal in my life. Okay, there are so many times that I will need something. I'll be like, okay, Father, I know if I ask my husband of this, he will give it to me. But I want to get this thing myself, right? Not like I'm being a feminist or something. No, that's not the idea. I just, like, when I think okay, let me just get this thing myself, okay? And I'm like, Father, I need this, and it's cost so and so amount of money, and I'll be needing this latest by so and so time. And I'm waiting. You know what has become the normal? There are things that I need, even when it comes to my spirituality, like some of the things I need spiritually, both physically, emotionally, you just name it. Otherwise, I get to that place where I think, Father began to teach me that I got to the place where I stopped worrying. There's this season in my life where I will worry about everything, like every single thing. I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. It's not forthcoming. What about this? This is not forthcoming. So I go to the place where I stopped worrying. There was a season that he taught me not to worry. And that particular time, I needed something very, very huge. It was something very, very huge. So I waited and waited. I waited and I waited, and it was not forthcoming. I was like, but my heart was strong. It was strengthened. I wasn't worried. It was really like, So at a point, I just felt calm in my spirit. I'm like, I'm sure I'm gonna get it. By his grace, I'm going to get it. And guess what? When he gave me that, I ended up, I was jumping, I was shouting, I was screaming, because he gave me more than, it was like a test for me, because I was almost becoming anxious about the whole thing. Before I would complain, I'll be like, Father, I needed this and you're not giving it to me. Why are you doing this? Like, I'm not even kidding. That's how I talk to my Father in heaven. I'm not even kidding. I talk to him like that. I talk to him like as if he's right here with me. And of course, obviously, he is right here with me. So I usually do that where I get anxious about something. I'm like, Father, you're not giving me this. I start complaining. Like, it became a bad habit. And so he began to teach me to learn to wait. It wasn't like as if he couldn't give it to me at that particular time. I actually needed it, but he needed to teach me how to be calm and trust him. So I trusted him, and he gave me double. He doubled it. He doubled what I needed. So if you need something from God, whatever it be, relax. He's coming. It is coming. He's going to give you exceedingly abundantly above all you can ever ask of or think or imagine, because he is our Father, and a father provides for his children. So trust in the Most High. Do not rely on your understanding, because guess what? The way we think is not the way he thinks. He's an exceptional God. He's not a God that is being molded and placed somewhere. He's a God that those that worship in truth and in spirit. He knows your need. Even before you come to ask, he knows. So trust him to provide every single thing you need, because he's going to come through for each and every one of us. Relax, because your answer is coming. God bless you. See you on my next one.